Alright, in continuation to the past, this is again Infosys. So as I told you, MIS is for margin intraday square off, same day entry exit. Okay, आपने shares ले लिए, 10 o'clock you bought the shares, and say for example 2:45, 3 p.m. you made some money, 1,000 it became 1,020 or 30. So you sell the shares and you take the profit and get out. So that is like MIS, and it stands for margin intraday square off. And also for beginners, this is a very good point, that to buy, for example, Infosys is like 1,000 rupees if it is costing you one share. So buying in MIS, you don't need 1,000 rupees. You only need a small margin. It could be 100 or 200 rupees. That's all. CNC stands for cash and carry. In case of cash and carry, you have to pay full amount. If it is 1,000 rupees, you pay 1,000 and you get the shares in your portfolio. In MIS, you'll never get that into your portfolio because you're actually not buying it. You are speculating it. You are assuming that whether I'll make a profit or I'll take a loss, but जो भी होना है, आज के ही दिन होना है, like just exit with the same day. Okay. Market. If you want to buy at market price, right, say for example here, 1062, you want to buy at 1062.55 or 1063 or 106, you don't care. So just buy, place the market price and take the shares, that's all. Market price and SLM are only applicable when the markets are live. Let me remind you. Market price, this option is only when the markets are open. Now currently it's 8:36 p.m. and the market is closed. So if I try to issue, say for example CNC, but I chose the market, correct? And one, if I want to buy, it will not happen. It will say rejected, server not ready, because the markets are closed. Alright. What is AMO? Okay, this is very important for you. AMO is after market order. When the market is closed, they close at 3:30 p.m. and say in the evening time you want to place the order, choose AMO, after market order, and don't choose MIS because again this is applicable only when the market is open. Let me remind you, the MIS is only when the market is open. So you go to CNC and then AMO. In this case your order will be in pending and then it will get executed next day when the market opens. Alright, bye. See, you get the message saying that Infosys buy limit 1, price is 0, after market order requirement is 0. Okay, now let's go to portfolio, go to orders. Over here you will see Infosys buy CNC. You want to buy cash and carry, type is limit and the limit price is 0.00. Now here is the trick. Even if you place the price 0.0, no, this is not going to work. You will not get the share at 0. For that, Infosys has to become 0, which I don't think so will happen. And after market order requirement is 0. So let me just edit and I'll put the price, say 1,000. Modify. We get the option to modify, so I'll modify. Okay, modify after market order equals set. The price is 1,050. Okay, so whenever in the evening you want to place the orders, you can place this way. Next, you want to place the sell order. Limit price again, cash and carry. Alright, and after market order. I'm getting a message here, TPIN. Alright, limit, market. Alright, MIS, market, and SLN. These are all applicable for the market timings. So I'll go for CNC. And say, let's not go to Infosys because I just placed buy order. So if I place it sell, it is basically going to negate each other. Let me go to some other shares. So for example, HDFC Bank. Sell. Sell. Alright, now this is a little bit complicated. I think later, after 1 or 2 months in the market, I can explain you. Sell. And people who are newcomers to the market, what they think is they can only sell if they buy. They can only sell if they buy, which is very true in the regular life. For example, you want to sell something, you want to sell your bike, so for that you need to buy it and then only you'll be able to sell it. But the way things work in the capital markets, say for example, Infosys is going down or HDFC Bank is going down, you don't want to buy, but you don't have to waste time for those 10 days. Let me repeat once again, little bit complicated. Buying and selling is very simple. You bought the 10 shares of Infosys. Fine. You bought the 10 shares and here's the button to change from buying to selling. Fine. 10 shares you bought it in cash and carry and limit order, whatever the price you bought it. And after 10 days you want to sell it, which is okay, totally okay. But you can also go into the F&O market, futures and options market, and you can sell. So if the prices are coming down, you don't have to waste your time, sell them and buy them later. For example, you bought the shares, HDFC Bank shares at say 1000 rupees. You sold it at 1100 rupees. So you made 100 rupees per share profit. Similarly, other guy, he sells the shares at 1000 rupees and then he buys back at 900 rupees. So both are same. He also made 100 rupees because he bought at 900, he sold at 1000. I'll put it over here in the notepad. Bought for 1000 and sold for 1100. Net profit is 100 per share. Buyer B sold for 1000, sold for 1000 and bought for 900. Net profit is net profit and net effect is same. So here he bought for 900 and he sold for 1000. So he also made 100 rupees. But the only difference is he sells it first and then buys it back later. This is called shorting. Anyways, let's not go into the slightly advanced concepts, but I promise that I will take you to the highest levels of the trading so that you start making money from day one. So the strategy at High-Tech Investments is, even if you don't know anything about the markets, we make sure that you start making money from day one. How is it? You click the link below, you open the account, and please send me your name, number, and contact number on the email ID. So we'll start training you. We are making these videos for training so that you understand the basics. And there's something called algo trading. With algo trading, we will place the trades in your account. So no matter where the market goes, we hope most of the days you'll come out profitably, and at the same time you can keep on learning by yourself whatever you can, and keep practicing it. So while you're losing money in your practice, our trades will keep on making profit for you, so to compensate for that. So this way you can quickly learn and avoid the losses that you actually make at the time of learning. Right. So this is BO. BO is for bracket order, and this is amazing. And again, this is applicable only when the markets are live, not when the markets are closed. So what happens in a bracket order is that you put a stop loss. Say for example, the price is 1247, right? You buy the share and you will put a stop loss here, and you'll also put a profit booking on the upper side. If the price goes 1400, you want to sell, you want to take the profit and exit. If the price goes to 1100, even in that case you want to take the loss and exit. But either way, your trading zone is defined, that I don't want to trade if the stock goes beyond 1100 on the lower side and 1400 on the upper side. Okay, so orders are not going now because this is the BO and time is 8:47. So what I'll do is I'll just show you how it actually works. Put the quantity over here and you put the price and you put the trigger price. Then you put a stop loss, like you don't want to take the loss beyond whatever, and then you put the target so that you put the profit beyond, I mean at a certain price. So here you'll put 1400 and here you'll put 1100. And trading stop loss is something very important. I suppose you put it 0, then it will get executed at this price. Now the price goes, you can put a trailing stop loss and the price goes to 1600, and then beyond that, when it comes 5% or 10% less, you can actually exit. All these things we will cover in detail later, but now this is just a bird's eye view so that you actually understand what is the platform all about. Otherwise, on your own, you may simply lose the enthusiasm, you may lose that excitement with which you have actually opened the account. So I don't want that to happen. Right. So once you start placing the orders from here, buy, whatever is it, you will start seeing them in the orders here. So there is a buy over here, and you can place the AM orders. So suppose you want to CNC limit you want to buy one for 1230, let's say buy. See, it'll come over here. So you will see all the orders over here, and it says here after market order request received. So all the orders will be will display over here. Now tomorrow when the market opens and the orders are executed, you will see them here completed. Okay, even if it is rejected, you will see them here, but execution of that particular order is completed. So you will see the pending orders, you will see the completed orders and the trades. You also have the option to filter with whichever symbol, type, whatever is it. Suppose the order goes through and then you take the delivery, it will display over here the positions. Basically, positions are applicable only for that particular day. You'll see them into the holdings once the shares come into your Demat account. So this is the dashboard. It gives you an overall view of where your account stands. This is the funds and how many orders are pending, how many are completed, how many are MTM positions, alerts, PNL, previous day value, current value. So whatever value of your holdings, if it goes up, down, it will be visible over here. All right. Next, go to dashboard. This is the orders, and this is the portfolio. I said where your stocks will come and stay. It will be visible over here in the holdings, and then there are alerts. Okay, the system want to alert you of something, it will be here. And this is your accounts. Basically tells you about how much you are deposited and everything. And there are screeners. Alright, so screeners are for the beginner. It's basically the system screens. Suppose the market has gone up, down. A lot of things happen in the market on a daily basis. Some stocks go up, some go down, some are, something happens. So this is the criteria over here. So let me tell you brief on each of them. We are not going to go into detail, otherwise everything is a subject in itself. But I'll just give you a brief. Days gainers, whichever stocks go up, will show over here. Days losers, whichever stocks have lost on that particular day. Usually this kind of category is not applicable for the penny stocks and all. This is usually for the large volume kind of. Most active volume, whichever shares are most actively traded will show over here in terms of volume. They may not be the days gainers, but they are the most active. Volume shockers. All of a sudden when there is an increase in the volume means, say for example, ONGC was trading at certain quantity, like 100,000 shares were bought and sold. All of a sudden there was a news that there is a fire somewhere and something is happening and a disaster, for example. All of a sudden there is a huge sale of the shares. Or there is a good news in Infosys that Infosys got an order of, say for example, 100,000 crores. So, and that's a very good news, for example. So then all of a sudden the volume of that particular company is going to go through the roof. Then they will come into this category, volume shockers. Let me take you to some another portal where I can actually show you what does this all mean. Say moneycontrol.com. Markets. Most active stocks. Nifty. Sensex FII and DII activity. Alright, so here is the stock action. Let's check it out. This one. Top gainers. These are the companies which has gained. Now, it doesn't mean these are the only companies. There could be some small companies. Percentage wise, they might have increased 10% or 20%. Yeah, like Lloyd's Engineering, for example, or Genex Labs. There are thousands of companies. but those are not into consideration over here. These are actually the big companies. They are large cap companies or mid cap maximum, but not beyond that. So Cadila Health went up 6.57%. So percentage gains when it comes into top gainers. ICICI Bank 6.32, Jindal Steel, Hindalco, Interglobe. So these are the top gainers. Now, what to do with the top gainers, what to do with the top losers, how to buy them, how to sell them, how to trade them is a different topic altogether that we will cover into technical analysis. And then comes top losers. Now, these are the top losers: 9%, 6%. Muthoot Finance, NTPC, Vodafone. Yeah. So, all right. Now, only buyers. Now, the stock has reached its highest price, so it comes to this category: 52-week high. All the shares. Now, if they have gone down consistently, so in the 52 weeks, they have reached their lowest. Let me repeat. 52 weeks high is the highest price that stock has achieved in the 52 weeks. Like, say for example, Infosys was trading at 800 and then it went to 900 and then ultimately it went to 1100. And 1100, if you compare in past 52 weeks, if that was the highest price, then it has broken all the previous higher prices. So that is a very bullish. And some of them are like, oh, it has already reached 52-week high, so sell. Anyways, technicals, we discuss it later. Price shockers, volume shockers. Again, we'll not go in depth. I'm just giving you a brief. So these are the categories: the volume shockers, most active volume, upper circuit limit breakers. Like the exchange puts an upper circuit so that they can actually control the crisis basically. And lower circuit, return on investment.